made by the programmer, right? So assert is more like more like an if statement. But the different thing is with the if statement, if it doesn't meet the condition, um, if it doesn't meet the condition, it doesn't stop the program from running, right? But assert, with the assert, if it doesn't meet that condition, that will be testing. It means the program will abort. Then also when it's abort, it's gonna show you which line it has an error, right? So that's how assert it works. So I'm just gonna do an example to show you how it works. So first of all, you need to include the header for the hashtag include. C asserted there. Okay. Hashtag include C assert. Okay, it's appearing there. So in the main function there, I'm just gonna do just a simple example. So now I can just say int x is equals to 7, then just terminate it there. Then from there I can just say, okay, if I change the value of 7 to 9 to the program there, okay. Then from there, I can just start to use my asset, right? So I can use my asset here. So I can put my asset here. So now putting the asset there, it means now I can say asset, then say x is equals to 7. So on this line now we are checking if x is equals to 7, right? So meaning if x is not equals to 7, this program is gonna do what? It's gonna stop from running, and after stopping from running, it's gonna do what? It's gonna show you the line where the error occurred, right? So that's how it's gonna work. So most of the time, I said we use it for what? For the debugging, where you see like, okay, my program is not working, so we want to check what's happening with your program. So that's to check if my program is working like this, then why I'm getting these results. So most of the time it works for the debugging there. Okay, I'm gonna show you where um I'm gonna show what's gonna happen where I'm saying I set x is equals to 7. Okay. So let's see the result. So this program that we did here is just a smaller program, but it can help on coming to the understanding how asset works. Okay. So you see now, it tells us all line number 3 inside the main function, assertion failed, right? Where x is equals to what? Is equals to 7, right? So the assertion fails there because x is no longer is equals to 7 because we change it all line 10 there. So the assertion fails there, right? And another thing that they have to put here, I can just put for you here, what is an asset here, right? So I can just command this line out so that it won't give us the problem when we run the program here. So from just what we did here, um, do you guys understand the difference between the asset and also the if statement? The difference between these two, how related they are, like the different. Okay, so yeah, anyone can unmute the mic. And if you guys understand the difference between the if statement and how assert works, then also you can just raise the hands there. Because I just wanted to cover the C assert here. I just wanted to cover the C assert because there's also where we can include the no debugging and also debug there. So those things also, it's like when you say no debugging, it means even if you have an error, your program still gonna work there. Okay, I see others raising their hands there. Meaning they understand. Okay. Okay, so if you don't understand, you can ask, but by just showing the hands, it means if you understand, then it's fine. So there is also this thing. There is also no debug, right? So we can just hashtag include no debug. So if you hashtag include no debug, it means even if an error occur on line 14, still still the program is gonna what? Is gonna what? Is gonna work because you included what? No debug. So when you say no debug, it means even if we have an error there, but the program will just run without showing that we have an error. Just that it's just gonna ignore this line. So let me just include that header that I'm talking about. So hashtag include uh, hashtag include and debug. So it's like stand for no debug there. So when you have it like that, it means now if you build the program, a program should work without um, any problem. So it's like if there is an error on line 15 there, it's just gonna do this thing. It's just gonna ignore it. I was supposed to say hashtag and hashtag define and debug there. Okay, that's why we had an error there. Okay, let's see output. Let's see our output. So no debug, it means it's not gonna, even if an error occur on there, so it's not gonna, the program is not gonna stop from running. So you see here, okay, wait. Okay, so you see here the program. Okay, I think also you guys to see what's happened here. Let me just add the C out statement here. It's just gonna show you what's happening. Because when I was saying even if the error occurs, it just ignore. Then it just ignore that assertion there. Then it's just gonna run. It's just gonna continue. It means it won't abort the program. So it means if I do the C out statement there, you guys will be able to see. Okay, the program failed, but it was able to do what? It was able to do the C out there, right? So that's why I wanna add this the statement here just to say okay, I'm just gonna say um okay, just wanna say valid number. Okay, so now we are expecting this thing. If no debug, no debug, then we are expecting we're expecting to see like our output as valid number. It means the program, it must not stop from running there. Okay, let's do the building. Okay, let's do the building and check. Do the checking. Do the checking. Okay, so it's saying line 5 in the main assertion field s equals to is equal to 7. So okay, wait. Okay. Okay, something is not right here. Okay, let's see the output there. So it returns -1 there. Okay. Okay, something is not right here. Okay, let me check this thing first. Something is not right. Okay. Let's start with debug. I just want to see the difference because it's not making any sense now. With end debug. Oh, the problem is I have to put this hashtag define before the C asset. So once you put it after, that's where the problem it is. So once you put it before, it means you're gonna is either you switch it on or you switch it off. Because when you say no debug, it means the asset it don't work. But if you put it after, it don't apply to anything. Okay, that was the thing there. Okay, so from there, let's build the program again. Okay. Okay, this is our output. So now since I wrote no debug, then even if there is an error on line 16, it just ignores what the error there because of no debug there, right? So when it ignores the error, it means even if here it didn't like meet the condition, it's just gonna continue running there. So you can say ignoring assertion, right? So it is ignoring assertions where um we included, or let's say where we defined the no debug, right? So where we defined what we defined the no debug there. So it's like here when it goes to this line 16, then when it check if x is equal to 7, then you find out okay, x is not equal to 7, but because we included no debug there, so it means it just gonna ignore this line, then just gonna continue until what line 20 there. But if now we say debug, remove that end and just say debug, it means the code will just run without any if there is an error, then the code will just gonna say okay, there's an error there. Okay, you see, so I removed that n, then it means now we're gonna debug. So when we debug, when we debug, it means it's gonna check any error that is occurring in our program there. So line 16, you can see x is not equal to 7, then that's where like it's gonna say okay, line 6, line that what line 16 there, then the assertion fails there. You see, so that's the reason there. So if anyone with a question, so far I did the end debug and also debug. So anyone with a question how this thing work, because also you guys saw with the okay, so with what call this with the asset, when it just debug, it just is what it just gonna the program is just gonna abort on line 16, without continuing after line 16. So once it's about there, it means it's gonna show you which line where the error occurred. Then the program is no longer gonna continue running. All right. So you guys, do you understand this? The end debug and the debug there, how they work. I'm checking through the meeting chat there to understand how it works, because you see, for the first time where I was using the hashtag define for the debug, I put it below the C asset, which was not gonna apply here, because once you put it below, it's no longer gonna apply this. It has to be before C asset, so that it can apply before the asset gonna be applied inside the main function. So once you put it below, it's not applying anything. So whether you put n debug or just debug below the hashtag include the asset, is not gonna work. So make sure when you're using the n debug and also the debug code above the C asset there. So this was just an example to show you how the C asset work. Okay. Mm, okay. So you guys tell me you understand. Okay, can I see the hands that you understand? Because now, or you can also, like, if you don't raise the hand, then comment through the meeting chat there, just to see that you guys understand the assertions there. Okay, so you guys is like, now, if they can give you like a question where they say, do a C asset where you'll be where you'll be using the C asset to verify whatever condition that you have to verify, you guys will be able to do that. Because if it's like that, I can just test you guys with the question here. But the question is like, I can just share, I can just say it to you, then the following day we can check your solutions. It means you can send me the solution. All of you, the one that will be attending, can send me the solutions before we can even start the class there. The solution and the name, the solution and the name, you see, so that I can see you understand how the C asset work. So I see others, they are still, it's like they just requested now. So if you just requested now, if there is anything that they don't understand about the asset here, you can ask a question. Because if there is no question, it means all of you understand. Especially the one that came now. I saw the request here. I just admitted some of the others. They just came now. So so I can also, I can show you guys this thing. Let's say now, instead of using an asset, you use the if statement, right? You use the if statement instead of using an asset there, right? So using the if statement, it means now if the x is equals to if x is equals to 7, is going to display a valid number. So if x is not equals to 7, then we are expecting an invalid number. So with the assert, no need for you to have an else where you're gonna say the number is not valid and stuff. With the assert, once it doesn't meet the condition, the first condition, we know that that number what is not valid, right? So that's the difference between the two. With the assert, it just stop immediately, but with the if statement, it doesn't stop with it. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna command that line. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna command that if statement because I was just showing you an example. It is not like I was planning to cover it here. So those who don't ask the question, I'm gonna stop this thing if they don't have any question. Because this was just an example to show you how asset works. In line 5, asset is a subheader for IO3. No. Okay. With the IO, like asset and IO stream, like they don't work hand in hand. So with the IO stream, those one is the one that's gonna allow you in order to say C in, C out. So the IO stream is the one that work with the input and also output there, right? But the asset is the one that's gonna allow you to use an asset inside your program here. So it's like without that header all line number 5, no other way you can run an asset inside the main function because it's gonna say this asset thing, it is not declared there. So most of the time when we are working, when we are just introducing some of the other stuff like assets, so you need to include is header. So if you don't include is header, it's gonna give you an error because now if we build the program like this, we're gonna see. Okay, so let's see the output. So you see now, line 16 is showing us that there is an error. So that's why when I was studying this program, I make sure that I included a asset. But I want to show you the error. Let me just view and show you the error there. Okay, the module is COS1512. Yeah, it's like yeah, the module is COS1512. So I want to show you the error that occurred from there. So now if you can check that we have an error on line 16. So if you can check, they say asset was not declared in this scope. So when you're using an asset, you have to declare its header there, right? So that's the reason why you have the C asset on top there. I'm sure you get it. Okay. Yeah, the module is called 1512, the one you were asking about the module. So so if I don't see any question, it means you guys you are 100%.
Sir,
100%. Okay.
I wanted to ask, in which situation would we use assert?
Okay. So, and I said we use it in a situation where they say, can you check, for example, can you check if this number is greater is equals to 5? You see, like most of the time you use it where you do the validation. You are validating. You get me? You get me? You use it where you need to validate. Or You use it where we need to what to debug our program. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are doing the debugging, because now let's say instead of just declaring an x and give it a value, let's say now we ask the user to enter a value, right? So when you're asking the user to enter a value, then that value that the user entering, like let's say for example, you want to say, okay, enter the value that is greater than 7. So it means when the user entering the value there, the assertion will make sure that the value that entered by the user is greater than 7. If it's not greater than 7, then it means the program is gonna abort, showing that you did not enter the number that is greater than 7 there, right? So here I can just say enter a number, right? That is larger, right, than 7 there, right? So end the line, then I'm just gonna see in that x there, right? So from here, if the user enter a number that is that is not larger or that is not greater than 7, then the asset it don't it do, the program it will stop where, because the user didn't enter the number that we asked to enter through the code there, right? So important of it is for the validation and also for the debugging there. So I can just say validation and debug. You see, just to make sure that whatever that entered by the user, it meet the condition. So now I'm just gonna run this. Okay. So I'm just gonna run and show you here. So we have an error on line 14. Okay. I'm gonna start by entering the number that is not greater than 7 there. Then you're gonna see what's gonna happen to our program. So that's for the validation, and also you can use for the debugging there. So if I enter 5, you see now it said C asset. So the program failed here. So once the program failed, the program, you see it failed in the main function where x is greater than 7. So it shows you there on line 18 that's where the program failed there, right? So that's the use of the assertion there. It's either you use it for the debugging or also for the validation, just to validate the what's entered by the user is correct, or just to validate that the variable is meeting the condition there. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Mm, yeah. So okay. In line 18, the double equal sign are for what? Okay. Those things, they are for the comparison. When you compare the two values, we use the double equality there. We use the two equality sign because we use them for the comparison. Because if, for example, here you use one equality sign, it means you don't compare, you do what? You are assigning. So once you say x is equals to 7, is like you are giving you are saying you are giving an x value of 7. But when you make them two, then it's like a comparison, comparing between x and 7. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyone? Mm, okay. So if no one is asking, it means you guys understand. Mm, it means you guys understand. Okay, so if all of you guys understand, then I'm just gonna stop this thing here. Then I think also I can just give you, or just send or just send some activity to do in the group there, so that I can see those who can attend tomorrow. Then I'll just check the activity. Okay. Mm, okay, I'm just waiting for a few minutes for those who have the questions. Okay, guys. Okay, okay. If no question, then I'm stopping the recording. Hey, this person now. No. So yeah, I just